Here's the 0-2. It's going to be swung on over the head of Flores. Coming around is Green Sled into second. Coleman gets there sliding. Another.
Like we've done today. We were just kind of broken English. Yeah, and I remember those in between games, because what we would do is we would do the first game, we didn't shut the game down like we do now. Here's the ball hit deep to right field. Coleman gave it a ride, and that ball is gone. A home run for Tayshawn Coleman. Just like that, Coleman goes yard here. And how apropos that he takes one out of the ballpark when the all-time greatest hitter is sitting with us here today. The first home run of his career.
Pitch by Crabtree, gets the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Line drive into left field. That's going to get to the wall. Cut off by the left fielder. Throws in. And Coleman is diving into second base with a double. So a 2-out double.
It's a little different. Now the count at 1-2 to Tayshawn Coleman.
When he had 3 guys that hit 20 home runs each.
So they gave our boys and that group was there. But what was so fun, we would.
That might be a score and a triple.
That ball hit down the right field line. Coleman on his way to second base with a double. And the Pilots trying to make some noise here in the ninth.
In an 0-2 hole has worked the count to 3-2. The left fielder, if he can come through here, would be one of the best at-bats as a Pilot here at Jenkins Stadium. Here's a pitch. Hit up the middle, a base hit. Coleman comes through on the 3-2. Pilots will send the runner, and they'll be Tommy Dolan scores. And Tayshawn Coleman with a tremendous at-bat, ladies and gentlemen. Was 1 for 4 in the first game. Had a base hit and an RBI in the third. Had a pair of strikeouts and a flyout. Now with 2 outs, let's see how Tate Warner tries to pitch out of this mini jam. His team on top 2-0. Here's a base hit up the middle. That answered that very, very quickly. As run will score as Stout, as Tayshawn Coleman comes around first base, pumping his fist. 2-1 ball game now in this game thus far. He's got 4 strikeouts. Now the big right-hander delivers, and Coleman punches one into center field for a base hit. So after an 0-2 start, Coleman takes the 0-2 pitch right up the middle with a solid single. And that'll bring up number 3, freshman second baseman. To the catcher, reached out a fielder's choice and had a ground out to the shortstop. So he leads it off here in the home half of the 8th inning. Here's a pitch rocketed down the third base line, and it will be in fair territory. Coleman off and running, and he has himself a stand-up double.
Gordon, there's called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be lined into right field, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit.
Shawley in this one.
Well, he's just going after the batters, it seems like right now.
He has not thrown a ball yet. Here is the right-hander. Breaking ball, and that one was scorched into left field for a base hit. So Coleman comes up, times the off-speed pitch, and deposits it's right in front of Grant Rojek. That'll be ball 1. Here's the pitch, the southpaw going the right side. Now it's Coleman for a base hit. Now you find yourself, you had runners at first and second with nobody out, but now, because of the...
So 1 out, nobody on here, Coleman. And that's going to be grounded into the hole. Second baseman will throw and not get him. That'll be an infield single for Coleman, who's speed.
And that'll be right up the middle for Coleman. And that'll be a base hit. It'll be just the 4. And we're back from Spring Arbor. As the catcher, Seth Clothier, took one off the foul tip from Tayshawn Coleman. It looks to be okay, and he'll be a full count offering from Hojnowski to Coleman. And that'll be right through the gap between shortstop and third, and Connor D will throw it home. And it'll be cut off by